So I just wanted to have a quick chat about the bike and how I'm going to configure it, or at least how I think I'm going to configure it. I've taken plenty of time in riding the bike and getting to know it before I started spending any money on it to get it into to become a world travel bike. But I'm getting a feel for it now, and I'll go over areas now that I've already done and things that I'm going to do, or at least I'm thinking of doing. So firstly, if you've seen the other videos, I've fitted the Rally Raid soft luggage rack. I keep calling it soft pannier rack, but it's actually a soft luggage rack. So I fitted these because I didn't want to put panniers on. I didn't want to put a top box on. I'm just going to use soft luggage. At the moment I've got the Oxford Aqua T50, but I have got a different bag on order, which is a horseshoe bag. Mentioned that before. And these Rally Raid racks are designed to go particularly well with the horseshoe bags, and there's plenty of tie down points to be able to use there. I'm still considering adding the rear rack. I thought initially I didn't really need it, but I'm thinking in terms it might be handy just for strapping the odd thing, like a pack of beer, something like that. But I'm having to think about that, so I might end up actually getting the rear rack. It doesn't carry much weight, so you can't put anything substantial on it. From memory, I think its maximum weight is about 4 kilogram, but for putting something soft on it would probably do me okay. So I'm thinking about that. That's yet to be decided. These have been fitted. They're really robust, like them. The other thing I fitted, which I actually got off the Honda CB500X Facebook page, was this reflector here. That's actually an LED light and brake light to work in sync with the main rear light. It still acts as a reflector, so it will still be MOT-able, but that just adds a little bit of extra light at the back, and very, very cheap. The other thing that I've refitted, which I had on temporary prior to getting the racks, is one of the tool tubes, and that's now bolted into place. These stainless steel round-headed bolts, I might spray them black actually, or get some black ones, but I'll think about that. In fact, I might not bother, but it looks neat enough and tidy. The other side, I have another tool tube, which this one I've had for quite a few years. The other one I bought, and it was, to be honest, it was a piece of crap actually. It wasn't that good. The rubber ring didn't really, when you tightened it up, the rubber ring deformed. And then when I was trying to fit it to this, I decided to slightly ease one of the lugs a little bit, and it just snapped. My fault, but heap of crap. To be fair to the retailer, the eBay retailer, when I rang him just to point out more the problem with the rubber rings, he just refunded me. So fair game to him. And I'm going to try and find one of these, the original one that I had, which I think is a better quality one than I bought. And if I do so, I'll probably fit it there. But I'm debating whether I put something else in there, so we'll have to watch this space. So what else? I guess, pretty standard, but I fitted my Zumo, my Garmin Zumo. I fitted the Honda 12 volt socket. I'm thinking in the other side of fitting a USB, an additional USB that also shows your battery voltage. So I'm having a think about that. I'm going to definitely put backbuster hand protectors on. I think from what I've seen, they're probably the most robust that you can get, and should support the bike in the event of a fall, to a degree anyway, as will the rear rack, the Rally Raid rack. So I'll be putting backbusters on, that's a definite. Anybody that knows these bikes will know the horns. Oh, in fact, on most bikes, really, the horns are pretty crap. So I'm going to get an air horn. Just forgotten the name of them now, but it'll come to me. But anyway, I'm going to put a better horn on to make sure that the idiots that sort of don't see you or suddenly go into reverse when you're behind them know about it. I bought a cheap, again recommended off the Facebook page. I bought a cheap protector here, aluminium. It's fit all right. It's okay. I don't know how robust it'll be, but it's a first line of defence, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. And I've also fitted some new footrests. Again, might have seen this in a different video. These are SW Motec. They're the ones that have the rubber pad on, and you can take the rubber pad off. Most bizarrely, I found that it's better without the rubber pads. I was getting a bit more vibration with the rubber pads, so it was a bit bizarre, that one. I've also got a set of second-hand Rally Raid Footpegs, which are a bit longer and a bit wider. And what I intend to do is just try the Rally Raid ones. These work really well. So I'm quite happy with these ones, but I will try the Rally Raid, see what they're like. I've got... Yeah, waiting for me at home, I've got a couple of bits that have arrived. I've got a sump guard from SW Motec, and I'll obviously film the fitting of that, and a centre stand. I sort of debated as to whether I should get the Rally Raid sump guard, because I think that's probably the most robust one that you can get, from what other people say. But I wanted a centre stand, so it was a bit of a to and fro decision wise, but in the end I went for the centre stand and the SW Motec sump guard. At the end of the day, my sort of travels are not probably going to be on really bad off-road type environment, more track and gravelly sort of stuff. But if I need to, I'll just sell them on and get the Rally Raid. But I think the SW Motec one will suffice for my needs, and so that's a definite, because they should be waiting at home for me by the time I get back off this little trip to Wales. What else? So you got sump guard, centre stand, pegs. I'm even thinking now the exhaust. Rally Raid doing an exhaust, which I think the main thing about it is it weighs a lot less. So that's something I'll consider. It weighs a lot less and it's a bit smaller profile, but it's not a definite, it's just thinking about that one. I put a USB port under the seat. Idea being is that I can charge the phone up. Well, the idea was so I can charge the phone up when I'm on the move. Actually, that's not worked out too practical, because when I've got the dry bag on, you don't want to be taking all that off to start charging your phone. So I'm using just a USB plug-in to the 12-volt Honda socket, and putting it in the tank bag. So I just need to I'll probably leave that under there just for future use, but I just need to rethink that one. It didn't quite work out in practice how I thought it was in theory. I thought about the wheels. I looked at the wheels, but I don't know whether I'll get massive benefit out of the wheels changing to wire wheels. So what I've really thought there is I'll just sort of wait and see if a nearly new second-hand pair come up on eBay or on the Facebook forum. So that's not a priority. And when I've watched some of the guys in America who are using the bikes, even for some, pretty, what I would think is pretty hardcore off-road, there's one or two of them using these original wheels. I don't know what the pros and cons are of that, but they seem to think that the wheels are actually quite robust. So not a priority, but I guess I'd just take a chance if some come up at, nearly new, at the right price. Suspension. The suspension on the bike is actually very, very suitable for the bike, and it's and it copes, quite well with the bike's 48 brake horsepower with the handling. It's fine. I mean, it even loaded up with the gear I've got on, but that bag there's around about 12 kilogram, and it copes okay. I don't really know it's on the back, but I think, then put that into an off-road situation, and I think it might probably test it a little bit there. So I am having to think about the suspension. Again, not a priority, but I'm having to think about it. So really, that's sort of where I'm at the moment with my thoughts. As I say, the main thing for me was getting the sump guard on. I want a centre stand so I can do the chain easily enough, and I just like centre stands. Things like the horn, and heated grips. I'll put some Oxford heated grips. I've had them before, they're brilliant. The horn and the heated grips will wait until I'm ready to put them on. I think probably the next thing I'll get is the bark busters, so that I've got that degree of protection on the handlebars. So that's where we're at the moment with the bike. Obviously what I'm going to be fitting and what my thoughts are on upgrading it. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you when I get the bits fitted. Thanks now.